So, one of my goals here is to show how you can make a connection between real things in the real world, right? And I'm using these books as, I guess, a way to do that. Uh, to make a connection between this and this cryptocurrency blockchain language system that I'm always talking about. This is, I think, part of the key. Now, I started out with the idea that you put four of these together and that's an Ethereum address or whatever address. But individually, these are simply 16 hex character numbers that are random and the color represents the number. And so and so now I go into this kind of different world. I'm trying to bridge the world of technology in this kind of almost insane, fanciful world of I don't know, whatever, mythical thinking. I'm just trying to find things that are stunning, right? So this is the Big Daddy Chick track in Spanish, Espanol, abuelito, right? So this would be asking, is that really our? And then here is the um, university professor with a. This is all terrible, right? Who's with me? Hooray, everybody! Except for this, your professor. So so here, right? I reimagine this picture, but here, uh, this is Anna the Almaziful, which is right from you can find Anna the Anna Almaziful line in here, and then so that's the kids saying todos todos, right? And then there's and he says this, which in the book I had written. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, I'd written it out as a bash function, and so sometimes Kier has talked about what language do you think in, and this I guess is the language I think in. But what I do is, because I'm inspired by Lisp, I understand bash to be both a vehicle of this function format, to be a vehicle of both data and code that can be handled together. So this doesn't do anything, right? Those are like comments, and uh, so then let's see what happens. Then I go to the ledger, and that's where I use this code right here. And that code is this number. So I put that as the first part of the address, and then this 636, and then this other part. And the other part I explain here, which you can find online at this right place. So see, I'm tying this book into the ledger, where the book pushes you to the ledger and the ledger pushes you back to this book, which is, contains a lot of secrets that only I know, right? Nobody else would understand what that means this, unless you're me, and I'm sorry, I always have dirt under my fingernails. I'm just that kind of guy. So 63613, see, that is the function right there, and then you can render the function with this very simple command to be that number. And that's really all there is to it. It's and if you say, well, what's the purpose of this? Yeah, I'm just going to start a cult, right? And all of this is visually stunning and interesting, and uh, and I can simply, and it's very easy for people to print this off on your printer and cut it up and repeat this, or mess around with little booklets like this, right? These are very easy things to do, and this is a new, simpler, profoundly simpler way to tokenize things, right? I could stick one of these onto here, and then the game continues, right? Because you can, of course, read that code, and that code then could go into something like this, There's no rules here. There's no rules, and there's no one that can reverse your transaction because you broke some rule. That's not the universe we live in anymore. All right, thanks.